Hey guys, so I'm trying to make a new video about road tests in New York, and this is prior to a certain response that somebody has left me on my YouTube videos about the road test in Redhook. Let me just confirm that when I started off as an instructor, I had no knowledge on how to teach people how to drive, believe it or not, and I was in training for 2 weeks at this precise school that I don't want to give information about. I keep everything confidential. So I had to pick up on how, for me to teach people, like how would I teach a person? Because I once was a student, I once took lessons for me to learn how to drive. So I was thinking back in my day what that person missed out on teaching me and how they should have taught me. So I had to do everything from scratch and think about, okay, what if I was a student? How would I want somebody to like teach me how to drive? So that was one thing that was my biggest concern. So I actually started to learn. Now, due to a specific comment that has been written on my comments below, I forgot who the person is, and I'm not getting nasty. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. But my thing is that I learned the tips and tricks from the examiners, the Dmv examiners themselves. I have picked up tricks from them, and I have learned what you students should be doing and how you should be doing behind the wheel during a test. So I'm not trying to be a wise ass or somebody trying to be smart, like, you guys are doing everything wrong because I say so as an instructor. No, I'm learning from the people that they fail you and they pass you. I'm learning from them on what you should be doing behind the wheel. So in Redhook, there's this street that the moment you pull out from the road test, you have to make that exact left turn. Now, speaking as a person that I grew up in narrow streets, okay, both incoming traffic, you're not supposed to make, all right, you make a left turn, but you cannot be on the right and on the left. You have to be in the middle. And since I'm in my car right now, as you could tell, I have been giving lessons to referred people in my vehicle, people who have failed road tests. I'm making sure that the next time around, I don't care how many times they failed it, the next time around, with me, they pass the road test. I give them the lessons on the private, and when they're ready, they have their own road test with whoever's vehicle. And the only thing I need to know is that they pass is by them telling me. So I'm taking private lessons in my car, again, to those who failed road test. So I'm taking a student who was referred to. It's a family member who was referred to at the moment. And I asked to verify, okay, if I can remember well, what happens in the Redhook road test the moment you make the left turn. And he told me, and I quote, when you make the left turn, you're supposed to drive in the middle, obviously. So you're not supposed to go left, you're not supposed to go right, you're supposed to drive in the middle. If you see a car coming, which is so obvious, move over to the right for you guys to give space. That is all, because it is so small. So for that person who wrote me the comment down below, like I said, I don't know who it was, but I did see it. They were telling me I'm wrong. Well, again, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I picked it up from the DMV examiners of how I could teach my students, because they passed on information and I just pass it down. I'm not trying to be a wise crack on teaching. I'm just trying to reason with them so I can reason with my students. And also, like I said, this person that I'm teaching failed the road test in Redhook. I don't know him. He's brand new. He failed 6 times. No one is born knowing anything. Okay, he failed 6 times, and he told me exactly what happened in Redhook, just like this summer that just passed. He remembered it in detail of how everything went down. So I don't like nasty comments on my YouTube channel. I also do not like people that say that I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not wrong. I'm just trying to put my information out there that I got from them to pass it on to others, okay? If you want to fail, it's on you. If you want to pass, it's on you. Once I teach you, it is what it is. If you fail, you can do it again. I failed even CDL tests to change my D to a C. I took it, and I passed them numerous times. Part 1 I got, the other parts it was hard to get. So I'm not saying we're born smart. All I'm saying is that when you pick up the information from a person that knows out of experience and you help somebody else, okay. But like I said, I'm not answering comments through comments on my YouTube channel. I'm answering comments through a video so you guys could see that I have read what is going on down there below. So I just want to verify with you guys. Don't think that I'm trying to be nasty, that I'm trying to know it all. I'm just giving you what I've learned out of experience to you guys. If you're in the state of New York, yay. If you're in Queens by me, congratulations. Every road test site is different, but the rules apply everywhere. They could take you to do a broken U-turn, and I asked them that question. Because I've had students telling me, oh, it's illegal to do a broken U-turn on a yellow. Listen, if the examiner says do it, you're going to do it. Okay? Because you're failing right then and there. You, as a student, should not even say hello to the examiners. It's a miracle that they've spoken to the guy that I'm teaching too. Because they don't speak to you. They get nasty with you. And whoever had a road test, you know how that goes. So I asked them if they do broken U-turns on yellow. He said in Redhook, there's this quiet dead-end street that they take you on. And they do the broken U-turn there. And I'm like, wait a minute, so it's not yellow? He's like, no. And I'm like, because some examiners have said that they're supposed to do a broken U-turn on the yellow line. But now in Redhook, it's not on the yellow line. But regardless, they do not want the car from one angle to another angle for you to do a broken U-turn. Sometimes they can stop you on the street to do that broken U-turn. So whenever he was telling me everything, I'm like, so that's how they do it. Okay. But still, it's not bad to learn to do a broken U-turn on the yellow, because trust me, even in Seaview, Canarsie, they have done it. On the yellow, I've seen it blocks away. They make sure you're doing that broken U-turn whether on the yellow or no yellow. You have to do it. So, like I said, this video is going to be really short. If you want to take it or leave it, the information I'm giving you, whatever, it's on you guys. And I do suggest highly, I know I've been guilty, but if you want to read the DMV book, the one that's in black and white that has the signs in the back, please read that book, because it will show you in detail how you're supposed to park, how you're supposed to do the broken U-turn. Even it says so there how you're supposed to do it. Reading it is one thing, I get it. Doing it is another thing, I got it. And like this guy that failed 6 times that I'm teaching him how to do everything all over again, if you go to a driving school like he did, and he failed 6 times with the same driving school, that immediately should be telling you, they're taking my money, they're wasting my time, and they're not teaching me correctly. Okay? 6 times in a driving school, like really, no. No. If you notice that somebody is too chill with you in the car, because a lot of them do that, I don't know what else to say, because it's ridiculous how these people just want to rip you off and they don't train you correctly, okay? It's really sad that you're wasting money and they're not getting to the point. And if you're failing 6 times with the school, I think by the 2nd or 3rd time you should call it quits and try to find another school. Nobody has money for driving school. I mean, it's really hard, especially the one I was with. No, it's really too expensive. But from all I've been learning and stuff is like, if your money's on the line here, just be careful. Be very careful. So if you notice that somebody's not teaching you correctly, or you kind of fail with them the first try, it's because something was wrong. You as a student have to come out and say, this instructor's not doing well. I need another one. I need a replacement. If the driving school has only one driver, like they do, some of them, go to another school. Go to another school. Because I've noticed that people just, I mean, you don't want to get them fired. You don't want to get them in trouble. I get it. But if something's off, then something's off. And then it's going to affect your road test. All right? So Please also try to find a really good school that has really good stars and one that you could feel comfortable with. I think that's all the information I have for today. But like I said, I don't have time to type comments and respond to comments. I'm just responding to the video. I've seen the comment. I've read the comment. You know, I'm not saying I'm not wrong. All I'm saying is that I nitpick a person to understand what really happens in order for me to throw the information back. Okay? So if you still think I'm wrong, okay, whatever. It's on you now. I don't have time to be bickering and fighting because this is everybody's driver's license. Like, everybody's out there to get their driver's license. And you pick and choose the school you want. Just make sure they're teaching you well and that your money's actually given to a person that actually knows what they're doing. Okay? So, peace out, you New York City drivers.